All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Who Got the Gas? Where we give you your daily strains of cannabis history,
lifestyle,
and intersectionality.
And we're your hosts, LSP, Lumpy Space Princess.
Finn,
Marceline. Just this one time. No more.
That was good. So, yeah, we're here today to just talk, about us and about why we created this and how the name came, and how long we've been smoking for. So we're going to get into all that right now. The name came when we were
struggling to find a name.
We were struggling hard. And I said when sparks fly, and that was
fly. We spelled it
like FLHIG. It was rough.
Like where it was a little rough. We tried.
We did.
All creative ventures must start.
But then Marceline sent this playlist in, and it said "Who Got the Gas?" And we were just like,
that kind of flex.
That shit's gas. That shit's fire.
It was a happy accident.
It was a happy accident.
I'm very happy about it.
Like many children on this planet.
Please. Oh. We're hitting it. All right, yeah. And so, okay.
We should ask each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Shh. Okay, so let's start with Finn. How long have you been smoking for?
I should have did the math before this. I sound like I smoked 10 packs because of my voice. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We just smoked some joints, so
it's been a long day. We've just been talking a lot today. But I was looking for 5 years, and it sounds like it. Yeah. I normally don't sound like this.
It's been more than 5 years.
Wait, no. Yeah, wait. 7 years. 6. Because you can't count the first year.
Nice. I feel like my guess is you're going to run diets.
Yeah, I've been smoking probably the longest, unfortunately.
Okay, what about you, Marceline?
Probably 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
I'm the same. I was smoking for 5 years.
This isn't anything to be accomplished about, by the way. We're just telling
We're just, trying to give a little bit about ourselves.
I feel proud.
We're veterans. That's all. Not, I feel.
I would call myself a young veteran.
Yeah, I'm starting to enter the early to late, mid to late.
Yeah, when did you first what was your first experience like?
Oh God,
let's talk about it. Let's fucking get into that.
Let's
what was your guys' first experience like? Finn, Marceline, please get it.
Oh, you want to go first, Marceline?
The first experience I had, and it didn't lead me to smoke continuously yet. That wasn't until way later.
I was the same.
But my first experience was at a party in high school when I was 16, and
a party. So you were like those high school party girls. I'm suffering over here. I did not sound like this earlier.
Well, there was only really one person that invited me to parties, and I think you know who.
Oh, okay.
That was the only party that I really was invited to.
Yeah.
So I went to that.
Okay.
And so it was a combination of the groups that I were in, and also not so much, but they were passing around a bunch of joints, and I remember, I took a hit. I looked at the moon.
The moon.
And I was wow.
I looked at the moon.
She's fucking pretty.
It was my life has been changed for the better.
That is definitely.
But then I felt that in that moment, but then I was a little bit of a goody two shoes, so I really don't think about smoking all the time at that point.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Mine was a little bit more intense, unfortunately. But
no. Yes.
Oh.
No, go proceed. I'm sorry.
Please. I'm
intense was I was no, I just not that.
Oh, it's not that bad. But it was one of those your cousins want to go for a walk thing.
Please, at the cookout.
Mm-hmm. But we're a middle class Black family, so it's the cookout was at Hocking Hills.
Okay, that's still a cookout.
And we were walking in the forest though, away from our family. But they were like my cousins. They were always thinking that I was like too young to do anything cool, and they were in the corner like, nah, she ain't gonna do that. She's not down with it. And I'm just like, what are they talking about? Like, and so then they come over. He's like, do you smoke? You smoked before? And I'm like, yeah, totally.
Right.
Wait, and how old were you?
I was like 15.
My lord.
I was like 15.
It's only 1 year younger than me.
But I didn't start smoking full time when I was 15. I didn't start smoking full time until I was 17.
Okay.
And that's when I like got.
Oh,
that's what my real smoke story was.
First times. Maybe. Okay. Keep going, sorry.
But yeah, no, it was bad. It was like one of those munchy stories where you're just eating a whole bunch of shit and you look crazy. And we got in the pool. My cousin was like, don't eat anything. Just like play it off. Like stay in the pool for like an hour. And that way you can play it off like, you know, you were just tired and you just want some food.
Oh my God.
Versus looking like it's, you know, you're fried.
There's no way that I would have been able to help it.
I didn't, because even when we got out of the pool, I got like 4 bags of chips and 2 muffins, and it was just all bad. And my aunt came up to me and she's like, are you high? I'm like, I'm just like looking at it.
Fucking clocking my teeth. Give me some space.
But yeah, I was definitely like, I enjoyed this.
I'm sleepy.
Literally, I'm just tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
I've been in the pool. It's the chlorine. That's what my cousin said.
Please.
I don't know. I definitely knew that it wasn't for me full time yet, but I liked the experience for sure.
Green. Okay, so my first time was, I threw a little mini like get together at my house. This was when I turned 18, like a few months after.
You're fancy.
Maybe, I guess. I like to keep it somewhat classy, but you know. JK. No, it was really small. I didn't want it to be like a big thing. And then people came over. We were drinking. My mom had made some drinks for us.
Oh my God.
What do you see, bud? What's going on?
Someone was walking.
Please. Having a dog and doing a podcast at the same time.
Love it. All right. So yeah, that happened, and one of my friends just did not like the drinks my mom made, so she barely drank, I think. And then there was me just getting like fucked up because, you know, it's my house and I was doing it.
It's my party, I could cry about it.
Okay, you know,
right.
That kind of vibe. So I was doing that, blah, blah, blah. At some point, like, the weed came out, but I didn't know. And somebody handed me the bowl, and I was so drunk at this point. And I didn't know who handed me that shit. So I grabbed it, I hit it somehow, and let me fucking tell you, I died for at least 20 minutes, almost threw up twice in my kitchen sink. Yeah, it was rough. I was coughing
I hate
so
when you smoke
bad.
so much that you just like want to throw up.
It was my first time. I didn't know how to hit a fucking bowl. I hate those things. Those things
bowls
suck
are not for
dick.
the first time, unfortunately. In my opinion. IMO.
I don't think bowls should just... that happened. I was coughing, blah, blah. And then everything just started moving so fast. It felt like I was in a fucking early 2000s movie montage. And it was cool, but at the same time, so different from anything I've ever experienced because, you know, I've done other things, but we won't get into that. And like... Ooh. Yeah.
The tea.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
TA.
It's a little hot. So, that happened, and then...
Cordially, it's a little hot.
And from then on, I actually didn't smoke after that because I didn't like it because it was so fucking much because I almost coughed and threw up and died, basically. This is what it felt like. And then I was crossfaded for my first time. So it was crazy.
Is that even a valid first time story if you were crossfaded?
That's still, I remember hitting
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
That's intense.
That's still getting high.
I think I was crossfaded for the first time.
I feel like that doesn't count. Like, you need to be purely off the green.
No, because it still hits. Because especially the first time, like...
It's not the same,
never tasted it before, like
you feel wavy when you're like crossed. I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm still high.
You're still high. Keep going. Let us know. Is there comments like on our Instagram? Let us know. Is it valid? Is it a valid first high?
Definitely.
Yes, because you're still.
I want to hear what they have to say. I'm still
smoking weed.
Okay, I do want to. Yeah, I want to hear.
I want to hear what they have to say.
Sure, but at the end of the day,
we shouldn't silence the community.
I still smoked, and I still got high. valid first time.
Right. Weed was still consumed. Is what the
Indeed.
point is.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as you consume, you're good.
I definitely consumed. I think I swallowed a few pieces.
Okay. That I hate Scooby snacks. God, that's
I hope no one likes that shit.
Please. No Scooby-Doo.
Where are you?
All right.
What's the next question?
Oh shit.
Isn't
yeah.
it preferred method of smoking?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You first.
Me?
Yeah. What's your preferred method? LPS.
Wow. LSP.
LSP. Sorry. Lips.
Lips is crazy. Lips is kind of diabolical, but what I prefer, and they know this.
Who's they?
Bloods.
Us. The freaking the world.
Yes.
Our
I was
two
like,
podcast
everyone.
It's like
listeners.
so ambiguous. I like it.
Like, oh,
They know.
I love a good blunt. That shit. Oh. Also, although
You
recently
gotta say
though,
that.
it has given me more anxiety.
thank
I've
God
started
that's
to notice
happening
that.
because everyone should stop smoking blunts.
Listen.
See,
I am anti-blunt.
see, you're anti-blood.
That's
I'm
fine.
anti-bowl.
Okay, and I'm
I'm
anti-bowl
anti-bowl.
now. I'm
Really?
yeah. I am pro
I'm
one
a blunt
hitter.
supporter in moderation.
Exactly. If it's a good time, if it's like a party, I'll hit a blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
But I still
once in a
smoke
blue
shit.
moon. But even still, once in a blue moon lately, it still just makes me like cough way much. I feel it way much. Please cough way too much, and like it makes my throat hurt. Even like, especially if I haven't done it in a while, or if I smoke it consecutively, my throat really starts to hurt. So
That's
Yeah.
fair. I feel like that.
That's valid.
Yeah.
it's not good.
And it just gives
I've
me
been
a
trying
big
to-
ass headache. Like, I don't want to do that.
So
What?
so
Yeah.
with that, my preferred method of smoking is joints.
I second that.
Joints are iconic.
They
They're
are
just so
Yes.
classic.
Yeah, I
They're
feel like
beautiful.
it takes a
They're-
while for them to grow on you. But
Yes, that's very
That
true.
is the truth.
I feel like it's a very like, I don't know, it's maybe
I feel like that's
arrogant to say, but I feel like it's an experienced
Mhm.
smoker kind of thing.
it
Well,
is.
You know, because
Yeah.
I didn't like joints. That wasn't my preferred when I first
you
started.
won't catch me rolling
It
a
was
joint. I'm
probably
gonna
a bong.
pack a cone, but I'm not rolling it. I'm sorry, because that shit's just too slippery. But at the same time, I agree. It's good. It's good. I do want to smoke with somebody who knows how to roll a joint, though. They probably know how to smoke some. They know probably got some good weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to
Oh.
roll a joint. It's just, oof. I need the real components. Like a fucking, what are those called? The tips.
Filters.
Just the tips.
Not the tips.
Remember
Not
that
just
one?
the tips.
From the sausage party.
Yeah, that movie was something else.
Oh yeah,
wasn't it?
no, that was like a whole ass porn scene at the end.
Yeah. And why did I really think it was a kids movie at first?
It did seem like that.
All right, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Got a third question.
Isn't
Isn't
You
it?
didn't answer. Oh, you like joints too?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh yeah, moving on.
I'm moving on.
Isn't it what we use weed for?
Oh yeah,
Cannabis?
what weed does for your life. Oh, sorry.
Cannabis.
Yeah,
What
it's
cannabis
okay,
does
guys.
for
It's
you.
too late.
Listen,
Let's
you know,
just-
we call it everything
Interchangeable.
here. It very much
interchangeable.
is.
Yeah. So
Who wants to start with that?
what was it? Oh, I'll start.
All right, come on.
Okay.
Finn.
I started becoming what one might be called a stoner or whatever,
Stone.
or a pothead when we changed my life, and that was when I was 17. Because although it was given to me by a close friend, and we were doing it in a very like, let's go try weed for the first time type of way, I had a lot going on in my life, and I was dealing with a lot, and it was the first time I had experienced anxiety, like with like the heart racing and the stomach aches and shit like that. So I was just like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on to me. And so when I smoked, it was like literally like I entered this like sunshine rainbow universe. I don't even know, it sounds silly, but like it was just a different place. And then my brain, those parts of my brain got turned off. And I was like, whoa, is this what it feels like to not have these thoughts dominating my thoughts, and for me to not be fighting for constant coping mechanisms
Real.
every day? Because I had coping mechanisms. I was just using a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
real. I guess we can just go down the line.
Mhm.
Were you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. because that's similar to me. I feel like I had busy thoughts, and also I shared a room with a brother for more than most of my life. So I was always around people. I always had to be around people. School, home, work, didn't matter. I was around people. So I just needed my own escape, my getaway. And at first I really didn't like smoking because of that experience that I just kind of said. But after a while, I was like, I'll try it again because,
Bro, I was very anti-weed as well before I started
I was like, oh, that shit smells bad. Oh,
it's bad for you.
My God. But then, shit happens. Life changes. We move on. Yeah, so I started smoking by myself in the driveway, actually, because nobody knew I smoked at the time when I was 18.
Nice.
Yeah, I would roll a blunt in my room. I have my room in the basement, and I would roll a blunt. Yeah, and I was bad at rolling blunts. Them bitches.
Oh yeah, that's hard. Especially
so
when you first
loose,
start.
and I was getting green apple zigzags and shit. Yo, I was getting all kinds of flavors. I was in it. But anyways, I rolled them up. I would go outside in the driveway and just smoke and just have my hoodie on and just feel at peace because I had a moment to myself, and
yeah, that's
weed calmed my mind. It calmed my body, and it just helped me to decompress and really just be in my body for once, and not just because I used to stare at screens a lot, and it didn't matter where. I would literally sit on like the banister of not the banister, but I would sit on like there was the stairs, but it had like the levels, the floors that you jump on and shit. And I would just sit on the stairs or something. I would just be in like weird
I'm trying to picture this, but it's not coming.
It's okay. I tried to explain the best I could, but I'm a little high right now.
Little? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Too low.
Period. Yeah. I think I'll stop there.
Cool.
I like that. I can relate to both of what Finn and LSP said. I would say that I feel like I first really got into smoking by myself for two reasons. In one, I really used to, especially during school, I feel like I used it as a way to stay focused, and especially because going to school during COVID felt very trapping in a sense.
That's very real.
That and obviously I couldn't really go anywhere besides just directly outside my door to get away from my classes that are online all day long. But also as like a little reward, a little break. And I feel like it just started there. And I continued to use it as not just for focusing for school, but even started using it when I'm trying to be in a creative state, whether it be for dancing or writing in some capacity.
Yes.
And then it even snowballed from there, as well as relating to you. I feel like in a managing just kind of chaotic thoughts in the sense. That wasn't the cure all. I was also going to therapy.
Lucky you.
I went to therapy and she ghosted me, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
It's common.
I'm very grateful that I had a very good therapist for a period of time.
Yeah.
No, for real.
It's helpful, seriously.
No, seriously.
But in that combination,
weed and therapy is all you really need.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I'm glad that I'm on my medication now. So that I think is the final touch.
A little cherry on top.
Come on, bad bitch.
We are pro medication over here.
Okay.
Yes. But we are anti forcing people to do things they don't want to do.
Exactly.
We're pro mental health.
We are pro mental health. But if you want to be, depressed, we're okay with that. We're welcome here.
We're not Captain Save-A-Hoods over here.
We're not. Just bring your ass. Listen to it.
Bring your ass!
Vibe and smoke with us. Pass it.
Pass it this way!
I believe that was our last introduction about ourselves.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to go in before diving into our little history fact. I don't know if you wanted to say any more about why we started, what we started.
Oh, I see, yeah.
We talked about our name a little bit, but
I think we should dive into why we created this.
Can I say something? Can I start?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Take it away.
Oh,
yes.
Come on, Finn, take that shit away.
Thanks. Okay. I don't know. For me, we've always wanted to do our own weed things.
Yes.
Yes.
I think separately. But I already do so many of my own personal endeavors. So I was just like, I'm gonna see what these motherfuckers doing. And if they want to join. And that's where all of the other awesomeness came from. And I like to incorporate culture into everything that I do. And I recently have been having a really big knack for graphic design.
Oh.
So, by the way, I just want to say we are all artists. That's how we met. We were dance together.
I think we should say that. Yeah.
Just want to get that out there. Okay,
yeah, we're all professional dancers, and well, you are. I am. You're a dance teacher. You used to be a professional dancer less than a year ago.
I used to be a dance teacher.
Guys, Marceline is very hurt right now. Just don't worry. But we are all artists, and as you know, yes, as you know, when you're an artist, when you start running your own businesses, you often have to delve into different topics of things to learn how to move it forward.
Definitely.
And that's where we were like, yeah, let's incorporate some cannabis history. And then also intersectionality, because
come on, intersectionality.
Yeah, both Marceline and I, we did a fun thing in college together. Yeah.
That's a way to put it.
That's a one way to put it. It wasn't all the way fun all the time, but we did an endeavor to try to better our campus community. And it was a lot about intersectionality, and I feel like that just is something that once you start doing it, it kind of just
stays with you.
Yeah.
You can't forget about it.
And you can't forget to include it on purpose in everything that you do. It's kind of hard. And it makes everything better too, honestly. But that's my 2 cents.
Yes.
And I brought up the graphic design because I really like concepts, like visual concepts, and I really can't wait to delve out our podcast visually.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna fucking love that. I'm high. I kind of forgot the question. Why we started this channel?
Yeah.
This podcast. Sorry, I'm high.
It's okay.
We started this podcast, I feel, because we love cannabis, yes, but there's like, come on, that shit,
without a doubt,
that shit fucking busts, okay?
Right.
Period. But there's also this aspect to it that, you know, like you said, Marceline, it helps with creativity, and it helps with focus, and it helps to ease a little bit of some stress. Like, it is a medicinal property as well, and it comes from the earth. And I think sharing shit like that. Oh, please don't. Okay, no.
No, you're eating.
I'm not even laughing at you. I'm just having a whole. I'm
What
so
is going
unserious
on?
right now. All I'm thinking about in my head while you're talking so serious is, what you smoking?
We love horror films over here, and we have been referring to The Conjuring
The Conjuring 2 for the past like 3 days.
And she's like, was you smoking? I got a call from your head mistress and she's telling me you were smoking.
He's chiefing down this fucking cigarette in the kitchen so strongly.
It's like a straw.
It was. She was giving Vogue cheeks, like.
She was sucking that cigarette. She was
swallowing that cigarette.
You were smoking.
But
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I got it.
It was just.
But no, you were also just giving very inspirational. You were tapped into your heart. I was here. I was listening.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I was just saying that as much fun as it is, it does help with things that we do in daily lives that are not as easy to manage by yourself. Mm-hmm. So,
power.
Power.
Excellent.
Might. No, okay. Strength. All right.
Oh my god.
Damn, my train of thought, bro.
I think that was it.
I think that was it.
Okay, Marceline.
As Finn already said, we each kind of wanted to already do our own endeavors involving weed. For me, I wanted to create a weed channel of some sort, whether it be YouTube or other content of some sort, and we've teamed up many times in the past for other, for other, we're like an interdisciplinary team.
Wow.
So
like a doctor, a therapist, and your lawyer.
Please.
Or maybe like your I don't know. But yeah.
Huh?
Like a creative aspect. Like doctor, therapist, and then I don't know.
doctor.
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Doctor.
Like interdisciplinary teams, they have like when I'm thinking of like a medical interdisciplinary team where it's like
Oh,
a therapist and a nurse. Like, you know what I mean?
I was like,
Or
am
I guess it's
not
like a
a doctor.
paralegal team. What would it be? It'd be like lawyer,
Neurosurgeon, maybe.
a doctor.
What's brain is neurosurgeon, right?
Yeah.
I think you would do neuro.
Oh yeah,
You'd be neuro.
very much so. I'm your
You'd be
neurosurgeon.
in definitely children's
Neurologist. That's what I'd be.
no.
No.
You know what?
Or plastic surgery.
No. They're just like a primary care physician.
No. I would be
What are you? Marceline?
babies.
A NICU doctor?
Yeah.
What the actual fuck? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I feel like that's like thing of Kevin Hart, and he's like, damn. I'm sorry.
Because I can't, I would not do well in a hospital setting.
I'm just thinking
I
about,
wouldn't want to do my own career I have in a hospital setting.
I mean,
So that the only one.
metaphorically.
Yeah, this is just like out of that.
You're like, I wouldn't
No.
want to do that for real.
No, yeah, that was funny. Dude,
Oh.
keep going. No, please. I wanted to actually hear it. I want to hear it. Please explain. I was into it.
Sorry. I'm so literal. You know what?
Because I was like,
I just
damn.
cannot be a surgeon. I'm telling you what.
Please.
Said, fuck all that other
I
shit.
cannot do
Long
blood. I
ass
cannot do
hours.
body
No.
parts.
That's someone else's life in your hands.
right.
At least if you're
And
in,
it's
like,
so
neuro
much
or
pressure.
anything
Have you seen
Then you gotta walk out to their family and be like, hey, they're
I'm
dead.
sorry.
Like,
Grey's
Time
Anatomy?
of death was at 12:35.
it felt like
No,
that.
American Mary. What does he always say? Fuck up.
Oh yeah, don't
Well-
fuck up in my class.
Right.
Comment below. Comment on our first post if you've ever watched American Mary.
Also,
We
if
need
you
to know.
have, I need you to vote American Mary versus Serial Mom.
Oh my! Why are we doing this?
Serial mom.
That is awful. That is an awful debate.
Because when we played Jackpot,
I know.
I lost,
I'm crying.
and I need the
It's
world.
It's
to
not
give
a
their
fair
input.
debate. I feel like those are not two comparable films. They're
Okay,
own
what is American
things.
Mary? Hold on.
American Mary
Oh!
is this
Yeah,
baddie
yeah.
lady who is in medical school practicing to be a neurosurgeon,
Mm-hmm.
but she's poor as fuck. She's behind on all her bills. So then one day she walks into a nightclub because she's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just start dancing." And
Revenge black market surgeon.
yeah,
Oh.
he literally like because he's a drug dealer, of course, and so he's like, his like guy comes from the back and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, look, someone's hurt," and he like goes and checks on it, and he's like, "So you said you're in medical school, right?" And he's like, "All right, I'm about to pay you $5,000." And she's like, "What? No, I'm out of here." And she's like, "All right, bye, fuck you then." And then she's like, "Wait, no." Walks in, motherfucker's eyeball and throat is slit up. He's tore up from the flow up, and she had to put his ass.
from the floor.
He is. She had to put him back together.
I might need to watch that.
It's
tonight.
a good film. It's actually very eerie.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very
good.
It's our history.
Oh,
yes, indeed.
Clap it up for cannabis history.
It was an article I found on what's that? An article I found on cannabis, which was, in this article referred to as marijuana, and it's actually they were spelling it with an H during this time, which was interesting. But marijuana, yeah. So And we found they found in 1842 in Mexico newspapers, and then the term made its way to the United States in the 1890s.
I was gonna say the J probably or H kind of came from because it's from Mexico.
Yeah, because they also were,
or it was imported from Mexico.
And then the immigrants who came over, they were associating that with them, so they tried to put a racial tone on it because people here didn't know what it was, so they were like, huh? And then
They were like,
also,
huh?
literally. And then, that's created this divide between people who crossed over here and the people who were already here because they think they're bringing over this thing that's so devilish and evil, which is...
Yeah, they called it, like, I forgot what they called the era. It was...
Hashish.
Huh? Hashish, right?
That was another term for it.
That was another... But it was... Well, because they called it hash. Mm-hmm. But then the other one was like... Let me find it. Reefer Madness. It was like an era, is what they called it.
Reefer, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Got that reefer.
My dad would call it that, and he would always laugh.
Literally.
But
yeah, I'm trying to find the other one. I don't think. But yeah, that's our fun fact is that weed is from Mexico. Well, the weed that we started smoking here in the West is from Mexico. A big portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And its spelling was influenced.
Yeah. And then they changed it, of course, because they're still racist fucks.
Right.
Indeed. So fucked up. Let's all fucking spark up.
Let's spark up in solidarity. I love that.
Who would like to do the honors?
We should do that, and while we tell them a little bit about the strains we're smoking today.
Yes. So,
well, yes.
well, yes. The first one is called Grande Guava.
Okay, Grande Guava.
Could be Grande, I'm not really sure. And it's produced by Strobel Farms. I did look some of the information, but I'll just give you the basics here. The THC in this one is
flip your phone.
23%.
That's right, guys. I had grabbed one of the bags because I was trying to see what the terpenes might have been.
The Grande Guava here for Strobel Farms. It is a hybrid weed strain.
Yeah.
I love a good hybrid.
Yes.
Man, that shit hit.
And it says here on this website from Grand Rapids Exclusive, it's a Michigan website, has information about different strains. It says it's a cross between guava and gelato. It's an indica leaning hybrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do like the flavors here. It says fruity. Actually, no, never mind. I don't like the flavors here. Fruity and cheesy.
What the fuck? Ew.
And flavor with hints of tropical guava, and creamy blue cheese.
Okay, nasty.
Listen, it doesn't taste bad.
I don't like blue cheese.
That blue cheese punches when you hit it. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste it.
But for this one, just as far as effects, it says tasty mood booster that leaves users relaxed and ready to rest. I was wondering,
definitely that.
Kind of eepy.
Yes, very much so.
I'm living.
Shit. I'm a little tired.
Tired.
For sure.
All right, and this other one that we got here, just to clarify, I got 2 ounces. Is called Hella Jelly, or AKA Jelly, not Jelly, Jolly Rancher. It's a Jelly Rancher. It's a Jelly Rancher.
Jelly. A jolly jelly.
By High Hills. That's who it's produced by. It is, let's see, it is a hybrid, but it is a sativa dominant. And let's see, the lineage, very cherry and notorious. Smell, blue cotton candy with strawberries and grapes.
That's
that one tastes really, really good.
Flavors, cherry, mango, strawberry. And effects, energizing, upbeat, high. I like it.
But yeah, let's get into what we got, y'all. For real, this is a slow haul. Like I'm impatient. I got ADHD.
Well,
No, it's your time
Marceline
now.
is the only one she's got.
I'm done.
It's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Ben, get it poppin'.
Oh, you know what's actually so ghetto about this?
You don't have it with you.
They're in the car, yeah. That's what happens when you talk shit. Well, you guys are gonna continue on without me and talk a little bit about the dispensary experience
Oh,
that we had today. Oh my god! All right.
okay.
Yeah. Let's just talk about the whole journey, indeed.
Don't be talking about my drive.
We're gonna talk shit.
Woo!
As soon as I close the door, okay.
Like, no, but oh fuck, this joint is hitting me, y'all.
It was definitely a journey to get there, but it's okay.
Yeah,
It's just we had to make many steps.
we did, but like,
It worked out.
it did work out. It was pretty good timing, I think. I didn't think it was so close, to be honest. It's only like 2 hours. They were in 2 hours back.
Yeah, but that's like a 5-hour venture.
Yeah, I thought when people were saying 5 hours, I thought they meant
There and back? No.
Okay, so I got 3 carts.
tres.
And you definitely needed to give a special shout out on your preferred method of smoking to dab pens.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. That actually is my
Mhm.
preferred method of smoking.
Oh,
Yeah.
see.
Sorry. I don't know. But if
Your
it's
top 2, you know.
yeah, if it's flour, it's a joint. But if it's oil, it's a cart.
Makes sense.
And just daily life, it's
Yeah.
a cart. Easy for me to do. But I really love the brand Mittens. Who doesn't? Mittens extracts.
Mittens.
Most stoners they know. They know who it is. The fact. But yeah, I got white
Shout out to
runts.
Mittens, man.
No, the shit's very good. I got white runts, and this one is my friend at a dispensary. They know what all these siphonel terpene dibbity means, but
let me see. Yeah.
oh yeah, they have calming, creative, and relaxing effects for the white runts. It's very cool. I like it. The quality of the carts are very good, and the way that they like drip the oil, I can tell the way they press the oil is really well done. Just very thick, very nice, smooth, and it actually tastes like flour, which I enjoy. And the other one I got from Mitten is called Watermelon Zunts, because we can't have runts twice. And this is happy, relaxing, also creative. Same thing as the other one, which is perfect for me. I love a good hybrid. I think I got 3 hybrids, which is hilarious. I love that for me. It doesn't say. Oh, this was the watermelon runs is 84.25% THC and 0.21% CBD. So it ain't shit worth CBD in that one. Which actually, I don't know if you guys have ever had half CBD, half THC cards. They're very relaxing. Very, very nice to have. Like an actual 50-50. If you get it where the cards are mixed in, like, if you get it mixed in, I really prefer it. Like, where they do an actual 50-50. Very good. It makes me feel like...
It does. It calms the psychoactive effects.
Mm-hmm. You just feel calm. Yeah.
A little more calm.
Have to give it a try.
Indeed, indeed.
But yeah, and then my other cart that I had is a common citizen cart. And I actually don't know where that one is, and I don't feel like getting it. It's in the car, and I just don't feel like getting it. Yeah. But that one's also a hybrid. And I will tell them a little bit about that later. Like the numbers of THC and all that. But yeah, we got 2 ounces and 3 carts today.
Yep.
Dispensary.
That's pretty fucking lit.
Yeah.
Everyone was really nice and helpful.
Do we want to disclose the total?
Do we want to?
Without, I don't know with tax to be honest, but I think like 80
Total.
Yeah.
Slut! Good, pretty fucking deal, man.
Pretty good. Because that's how much, if we were buying from a reseller in our local area, it would...
A quarter.
Mm-hmm. A quarter is that. Or just 2 carts is that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So definitely hit them up. Huh.
Yeah, or hit up your
Or,
local.
whatever dispensary is near
Support
you, try to support.
We should start talking about really great feats happening, which is what we were going to talk about as far as dispensaries happening. There's two feats. One, that LSP is about to start working at a dispensary.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
But
guys,
the very
yeah.
reason for them being able to work at a dispensary is because of the second feat, being that our state has just legalized recreational marijuana. Isn't that amazing? We have been fighting and fighting for years.
And it's been medically here.
It's been here medically for a long time.
For a minute. Which I didn't know until I found out within the past 5 years, I think.
There's actually a lot of dispensaries. But yeah, there's actually a lot of medical dispensaries here. And they were making sure to only be medical, which as they should, because of how much you invest.
Yeah.
But now that we are legal, people are flooding the gates. And of course, the prices are very, very bad.
The dispensary I'll be working at is literally 5 minutes from my house.
What do you guys feel about it, though? Did you ever think it would happen?
Yeah.
About going to that?
No,
about weed being legalized recreationally.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I mean, it's about damn time.
Please.
But I'm just waiting for the prices to be reasonable.
Agreed.
And it's cheaper still to go to the state over and buy their shite. Even with a full tank of gas being used. Still cheaper in the end. So, we still have to wait for our day until the prices, I feel like, become a bit more affordable, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
With the way I smoke, at least.
That's so real.
What I do like, though, I went over to a local cannabis school in our area, and I asked them just kind of how things are going with it, and they were saying that our state is going to give out two free recreational licenses to every dispensary that already exists, to every medical dispensary. So they'll get this one for this year, and then they get next year's for free.
Really nice.
It is really nice. Sucks for the people who don't already have one, but I think they still get something too. They get one for free or something like that if they get built within the next 6 months to a year or something like that. Cool. But there is these other bills and stuff that are going to start taking into effect as well. Yeah, I don't have those on hand at the moment, but we'll bring those next time. Kind of talk about those.
They better not try to strike this shit down and be pissed.
It's more of a tit for tat deal where it's like you're allowed to have this much cannabis and whatever, but in this return, we're allowed to. I think one of them I saw was we're going to release people from jail, but they have to only so many people, and they have to be under these conditions. It's very weird.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
Still very controlled.
Yeah, that stuff. Very much control.
Yeah.
Which, I can't blame them.
Regulation.
I think I'm cool on this.
But people have been smoking this shit for years. I felt like it was going to be legalized at some point. It just took, a minute.
That's so real.
I'm glad we're in the era of when it's legalized.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm ecstatic.
I'm just impatient.
What is a Gen Z thing about smoking that you like and dislike?
About smoking?
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I would say this is smoking in a sense referred to cannabis, but also
nicotine.
Yes, I hit vapes, but I think of my younger siblings' generation and hearing stories about 11-year-olds with vapes in the classrooms hitting it.
Yeah, that's actually horrible.
When the teacher's back, you know what I mean, is to them. You know what I mean? Or having them hitting them in the bathrooms and just
Drink some water, please.
like also smoking weed in the bathrooms, but just at that age. So
You're
that's
right.
scary.
Yeah, that's
Of like
something.
habits being developed at that age when there's
That's
no
so
way
real.
that they can have a healthy relationship because of the way that it's being, not just the way that it's being taught, but if the age is just not appropriate at that time.
Agreed.
Yeah. How are they even getting access to that shit?
Literally,
Who do you know that it's
they said that like it's their older siblings basically buying it
Ain't no way.
for them.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my least favorite for sure. But I would say favorite, right, is I don't know, our continuous push for normalization, but just
Normalization of cannabis usage. Yeah.
cannabis usage. I would say not just like some people it's just personally and that's selfish, but I think there are plenty of people that exist personally, but also like recognizing it in a like institutional sense. You know what I mean? The repercussions of war on drugs, all legislation heavily affecting predominantly communities of color. So, you know, having like recognizing that and calling for a push to action, especially now that it is legalized, like there is no reason for people to still be in jail when it is legal.
Would have to agree.
So, in those aspects, I would say pushing for those things. I think that we could always do better, but just even the fact that
normalizing the push as well as
Right.
normalizing consumption.
you know what I mean. Like we're like actually, I feel like we think about the hippie era, and I feel like it was very much. It was more selfish. I feel like it wasn't necessarily like we think of the 70s, and it's like, oh yeah, like the hippies smoking and like some of their values about war, but a lot of those bitches were racist.
Yep.
You know? So it's a different era where we've expanded our minds, where it's like, well, it's not just about like enjoying it for ourselves anymore. It's like also thinking about those actions and the consequences for other people, largely.
How is the consumption making me show up in society?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
It
say that.
definitely makes certain people perceive you differently sometimes. Even though it's a common thing, there's still that commonality of someone also still giving you the cold shoulder, like, oh, you do that thing, okay.
Right. Yeah, there's
So-
definitely a few people out there, which, you know, you have to say some shit like, no hate, no shade, but there's definitely like a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Did you guys ever have a problem like with that, like internally?
Smoking weed?
No, just like, because I know for me, like, sometimes I would be like, damn, like, why you gotta be like that? But I never took it like super personally. Where it's like,
With my parents, I don't know. They always were like, "Oh, you're a little pothead. You can't remember shit." Like,
Oh.
I couldn't remember shit before I started.
please,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm dead as fuck.
Like, why? That was annoying. That was very annoying.
I would say same. I feel like the only reason I ever felt some type of way is like external reasons. Parents, maybe just like, I don't know, like incorrect stereotypes about people who are, you know, stoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, I'm excited for Gen Z, I think, and even millennials, some of them, we're like changing the idea of like what a stoner is and like what even somebody who is a daily cannabis user is and what their lifestyle looks like and how it can be positive.
Listen, people use it in many different ways, whether it be recreational, medicinal, or, you know, I hate to say it, but abusing it and out there doing other shit. But, you know, that's not everyone is doing that. It's, you see more people very commonly just chilling,
just smoking,
just wanting to talk. share. I've
Mhm.
never met a community I feel like that wants to share more than people who smoke.
Mhm.
They just smoking alone, yeah, that's great. But when you smoke with another person, you really just
Factual. Not all the time.
not all the time. Listen, there's certain people you can't smoke with. Let's be real here.
That's why. And I do think
But I'm
that
just
as you
saying,
start
like,
to
I
smoke,
feel-
you want to smoke by yourself a little bit more.
Also,
But-
you realize the people that you share and shouldn't be smoking with.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it still does, and at some points bring people together.
All the time. That's what we. Honestly, that's what it should be for. Is bringing people together and healing.
Real. All right, y'all. I think we should really end it.
I think we
here
slayed.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right
Then
then.
we got it.
I think we're fucking
We got it,
fodder.
boys.
We got it, boys. Let's pass it. What is it? Let's pass it this way.
Pass it this way.
Pass it this way.
Hey,
Pass it this way.
we'll see you next time on
Who got the gas?
Who got the
Who
gas?
Got the Gas.
Who the fuck got the gas?
Thanks for listening to Who Got the Gas, a podcast.